guys, obviously as you guys can tell, different setting today for today's video. Chilled out. I actually posted, what was it, August 2nd, I posted a picture on Instagram asking if you guys had any questions about the car, about the build, to go ahead and ask them in this post. So we have about 85 comments. I'm not going to answer every single one of them. I'm just going to go ahead and answer the main ones, and the ones that I feel that are pretty cool, and obviously the ones that I think you guys will more so be interested in. So without any further ado, let's just hop right in. If I'm a little glazy, you know, it's a little toasty out here, but I love it. Go ahead and start the first question. Dirty R6, why did you go from a stance build to a track build? Well, I'd rather go fast and look good than just look good. So plans for the E36, nothing planned yet, man. Honestly, like, I've just been so preoccupied with this car. Hopefully something maybe pops up, but like the E36 is kind of like my flip car. I started with that 20 or the 240, that black coupe that was absolutely just a bucket, and now we have that. So it's just kind of one of those like kind of trade and flip type of deals. So it will be for sale probably come fall, winter time, if any guys are interested. Do you have a built RB20 or a stock block? The block is actually stock. The only thing that's done to it is the head was completely refreshed, rebuilt to OEM spec, machined, OEM head gasket with ARP head studs. That's all that's done to it. Am I still gonna track the S13? Yes, eventually. I would love to do an autocross now that we have the power steering finally set up. You know, now we can actually turn. Ooh, that's hot. That's hot. Yeah, we'll definitely get on the track here soon. Oh, and also, I mean, I guess if you're also asking about the drag strip, for sure. Any new wheel setups for the S13? I'm sure they will come up. Just right now, I'd rather not be spending money on wheels. It's kind of pointless. So, what's going to be the finishing point of the S13? What is the initial goal? I don't know, man. It's never going to end. You know what I mean? Like, it's always going to continue. It'll always continue to get better. Things are always going to get upgraded, improved on. It's just never going to end. What inspired, influenced, or made you to take the path you took on your 240 build? Honestly, I just wanted to build something clean. A lot of 240s nowadays are just like appliances, and that's cool. I'm fine with that. You know, just for me, I actually like the car for what it is. So I just wanted to make a super clean, nice example of what they could be, and obviously still with some stuff done under the hood, you know? And to also kind of show the fact that you guys can do it too. Like, I don't have any formal education on this stuff. I just did it by learning, you know? Like, in my garage with the basics tool set. No, I didn't have anything I have now as far as tools. I just had a little socket set, some screwdrivers, and a hammer. You're good. Who or what inspired you to become a YouTuber? What are the plans with the RB25? Well, the whole YouTube thing, that kind of ties into my last question or comment, I guess. I just wanted to show people that you can do it as well. It's really not that hard to build a car. Or to just do, you know, basic stuff yourself. It's pretty straightforward. Plans for RB25, sold the block, so like you guys are aware that we're gonna be doing RB35 block with the 25 head eventually down the line. So what made you go the S13 RB20 route? It's an awesome choice, but being that there's so many choices on the market, what made you stick with that classic Nissan? I prefer the S13 over S14. Honestly, I think it's my favorite S chassis. Damn hooligans, man. Oh, and right as there's a cop there too, he don't care. Love the S13, super clean chassis. It's not like I had my choice of, like, you know, brand new chassis to pick from when I'm looking for it. Like, it took me 3 years to come across this chassis, and in New York State, I mean, to come across one that has zero rust, oh my god. Like, I am just, I'm so blessed. Like, it's not common. What made you want a 240? I don't know. I honestly don't really know if there's any specific factor that was like, oh, this is why I want a 240. I just saw at the time they were cheap, they were cool, easy to build on, swaps were there, parts were there, and then it kind of turned into something large. Like, I kind of think it's my thing. When's the next time you'll be drifting at Englishtown? Hopefully September. I think there's a 2-day event that I want to attend with the E36. That'd be pretty awesome, but you know, all depends on money, time, stuff like that. So hopefully soon. This is a question about the S14. That's irrelevant. That's gone. What is the RB30 going into? I don't know. That all depends on what sequence I get it in. I have a car that I want to buy first, so maybe, I don't know. Just stay tuned to the channel, guys. It's going to be pretty epic regardless, you know? How much did it cost to swap the RB into the 240? That is a video I made. Go ahead and check it out. I might link it up top. It depends if you're talking about the motor or the car and the motor. I think I put a price on the actual swap and the car separate, but then I combined them. So just go ahead and check that whole video out. What is the paint code for the 240? It is AH3. AH3. Next big plan for the 240, honestly, man, not sure yet. I haven't even thought about it. With all the chaos and just build that's been going on, I just haven't even thought about the next thing. I don't really want to think about it yet. I just want to enjoy the car right now, and so I'm sure obviously we'll continue to do stuff, but for now, enjoy it. Obviously the 180 kit, I guess, you know, Alright, Big Rig. Do you recommend owning a 240 with the swap, RB, or SR already in it for someone young that's into cars? Honestly, no, I definitely don't. If it's your first car and you don't know anything about a car, just get it bone stock, as close to bone stock 240 as you can. I strictly advise veering away from buying a swap car. If it's a quality swap, it's going to be an expensive car, so it's like, it's not even worth it. That's just my take. Or just build the car yourself, that way you know what's done and how it's done. That's what I did. How long did it take for your build to get this far, and would you recommend putting that much money and time into 240 or any other car? To get to this point, it's been just over 4 years. To get the car running with the RB swap, like bone stock swap with just bolt-ons, was 3 weeks. And then to get it to where it is today, painted bay, like full coil, like full suspension, really nice under the hood, like big turbo, standalone, wheels, brakes, tires, like everything, 4 years. And I don't know, man, it just depends how much about it you are, like, you know, it's just one of those things. Is it worth to build an RB20, or should I just sell mine and get an R25? Well, I wouldn't personally build it, like just leave it stock. I mean, they're good motors. You can make 400, I'm making 437 horsepower and on 18 pounds. Like it's not hard. Just if you're trying to get over 500 horsepower, then yeah, go 25 or whatever. But yeah, it's all relevant, guys. It's all relevant. When am I gonna go on the track with the car? If you're even going to go on the track with it, or is it just a show car? All right, first of all, I would not consider this a show car whatsoever. Like, it's not a show car, definitely. And yeah, I'm gonna go on the track. But yeah, it's quite honoring that you think it's a show car. But yeah, no, I never really built it because, like, to be a show car. I just built it for me to enjoy it and to drive it. Like, I just put 2,200 miles on it in a weekend, so I just want to drive it. So if it was a show car, I'd probably have like fresh paint, like super anal about every little detail, which, I mean, it's clean, but you know what I mean. Hey, what is the end goal in terms of power for the RB20? I'm fine where it's at, to be honest. Like, it's chilling, it's happy, it's comfortable, it's not really stressing at all. 437 is perfectly fine. How did I get into cars? Well, honestly, it probably started from just watching Top Gear with my uncle, like in England long ago. And then he always like was into cars, so it was kind of like, I don't know, it probably all just kind of meshed and worked together. It's pretty cool. But I'm assuming that's what got me into it. And then I really got into like building cars when I got the shell, because I was like, well, kind of don't have an option. I just have to build it, you know, like it all came assembled or disassembled in boxes. So I was like, well, I have no choice. What made me choose the RB20? Well, to be honest, I actually was gonna go and get 25, but the 20 came up locally, like super close. So I was like, all right, I'll pick it up, and had the whole swap kit, like so mounts, radiator, piping, intercooler, downpipe. Everything was essentially there. So I just picked it up. There's actually a funny story about that initial motor. Maybe we'll make a video on it. Am I gonna do any more body mods to it other than the kit you have on it? Well, I don't have a kit on it yet. We will put on the 180 kit just to kind of see how we like it. No wing as of now. Well, actually, who knows? Well, you know what I mean? Like, as of now, no wing, like no plan for it. We'll see. Anything that I do body-wise, it won't be permanent. Like, it'll all be stuff that it can either be like taken off and just put back to OEM how it was. So no drilling holes or anything like that. Would you ever do an S30 build? Oh yeah. Do you plan on going wide body? Nope. How difficult is the swap? It's not hard if you just kind of have like any basic like mechanical inclination and like any way, shape, or form. Like it's pretty straightforward, to be quite honest. And there's a lot of stuff online to be like, and there's actually, I have a bunch of videos of me pulling the motor, installing the motor, like live streams of it. What was the biggest problem with the build? Not going standalone quick enough. Any more plans for the 240 besides the 180 kit? Of course, man. Like I said, it'll continue to go. As of right now, I haven't really been thinking about it, but a lot to happen in the future. Like, this is just the beginning. Did you learn to build cars and know so much about them? Was it your dream to work on cars? Well, I kind of, honestly, no one taught me. Just kind of, like I said, I just figured it out. If I had a question or I was stumped, I would go online, I would Google it. And if there was no answer on Google, you just kind of have to figure out trial and error, and you know, you eventually will figure it out. It's a whole lot, I don't want to say easier than you guys think, but it's not as hard as you guys think. Let's put it that way. And was it my dream to, I mean, maybe not initially, but now, I mean, I love it. Like, I wouldn't trade it off for anything. Like, this is great. I love what I do. Would you rather build the RB20 or swap a 25? 30. Bob. Does it do a wheelie? For sure. Why RB and not SR? First off, the sound is way better in my opinion. And inline 6, dude, I mean, I'm not a big forward banger guy. Inline 6 is kind of my, you know what I'm saying? Did you ever run the stock RB20 turbo when you first did the swap, or did you have the 25 turbo from the start? No, I had the 20 turbo. Didn't run it too much because I had the 25 turbo available, I think, from a buddy of mine. I bought it, and yeah, it was definitely better. It holds boost up top. You know, it's essentially the same turbo, but it just holds boost up top as opposed to dropping it on the 20 like the 20 does. Kind of dies out. Wheel specs. All right, this is a big one. This is a big one. Wheel specs. All right, everyone and their mother has been asking, guys, so please tell your mother, you know what I'm saying, let them know. It's not as easy as you guys think. There's 17x9 plus 22 end keys. However, the rears, they got the back spacing machined about 5 to 6 millimeters, so they sit in further. However, the reason why I did not get different offsets is because the spoke design is convex instead of concave, so it just doesn't look very good. And that's that. In the front, I have currently a 5 millimeter spacer to clear my coilover. However, you could do without the spacer if you decide to not run as much meat as me. The tires are 255s, 40 17s, BF Goodrich G-Force Rivals. So, boom. Better not get any more questions about my wheel and tires. We're done. If for some reason you couldn't go RB, what would be your next motor choice? Probably JZ. If you could change one thing about your car, what would it be? If you could have like perfect paint again, that would be cool. What do I do for a living? Currently I'm doing this, and amongst other things like little side jobs. I do builds for people. Eventually gonna be opening up, like, we'll talk about it in another video, but yeah. If you guys want to buy a sticker, that'd be super awesome. Everything helps, honestly. Do you ever get hassled by the cops in the States? Honestly, no. Needs more Sylvia front end? Nah, disagree. How much did I pay for the car? Well, the shell was 1,900 bucks, like bare bones, like OEM everything. And like I said, I have a whole video going over the whole build, so check that out if you guys are interested in the cost. Do you plan on doing any time attack track days? Oh yeah. Do I regret not getting a JZ? Nope. Ever been pulled over in the 240? Yep. What's your favorite thing about the car? The sound. What year is my car? It's a 1990. And have I changed the color, or is it original cherry red? It is original cherry red. So that is it, guys. That is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was kind of more chilled out, laid back, but there's been so many questions, and I figured you guys just wanted to know a little bit about everything about the car. So there it is. If you guys have more questions, we'll do more of these in the future, maybe one a month, if that. We don't need to address it that frequently, I don't think. But if you guys have questions, like I said, drop them down. I'll try to answer them. Subscribe if you guys have not yet done so. Check out some of the previous content. A lot of cool stuff coming. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.